All right. So again, welcome back to Lower Body Strengthening and Balance. So let's go ahead. We'll start with the typical warm up. Just spend a little bit more time. Since today's also like a mobility day, so let's go ahead and start looking left to right. And remember, tomorrow, Tuesdays and Thursdays are usually our more intense workout days. So I think we got nice rhythms going on for our Tuesday, Thursday classes now. Up and down. Stretch out that back. All right, let's grab the side of our left side with our right arm, right hand, and let that weight stretch out that left side of our neck. And I appreciate you folks again logging in. I know, sometimes we don't have time to log in, but some of you guys come check in, request a video, and switch. And that's been helping us out. I know going into the spring semester, some classes during the summer and the fall, attendance has been dropping. So some classes are being removed for the spring. But fortunately, our attendance for the classes that we have here Monday through Thursday at 10, it's been pretty healthy. So yeah, let's keep it going. So, we don't lose none of them. All right, next circles. Slowly. Anyone do anything fun this weekend? No. Distractions? Dodgers play tonight. Make sure you guys root for them, not the Giants. All right, let's do some arm circles. Let's go ahead. Check the chat. Let's keep going. All right. Miss Louise in Arizona right now. All right, welcome from Arizona. I taught this class from Arizona once. I think I was in Laughlin when I had to teach it once. Reverse. This was back, back in the day, back in summer of 2020. And I've taught from Washington a few times. All right, let's bring the right arm across. Switch. All right, let's reach up towards the ceiling. All right, very good. We're gonna do some trunk rotations. Okay, so arms up and slowly start turning left to right. All right, very good. All right, we're gonna reach up again and lean left. Reset, we're gonna lean right. Very good. Okay, we did trunk rotations. Now we're gonna go from some ab circles. Okay, so let's go ahead. Wide stance, cut left, come across, stiff back, come back. Make sure you're breathing. Not forget to breathe. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were watching the news or heard about the nasty smell coming from the Carson Canal, but I've been getting, you know, some breezes with that scent out here in Long Beach. It's not the nicest smell. So yeah, the weekend pretty much had the windows shut the whole weekend. That smell. All right, big hula hoops. So wide stance and big circles with our hips. Make sure you're going in every direction as far out as you can. Big stretch. Nice instructions. All right, very good. All right, we're gonna do some high knee marches, and we're gonna do these slowly, so we're working on our balance a little bit. Okay, so we're driving up our knee slowly up and back down. And some range of motion on our hip joints as well. Healthy mobility. Okay. All right, good. Let's do some leg swings. So final pose, down counter. Let's go ahead and do some leg swings. So just back and forth. Switch sides. All right, now we're using the cross, our midline. I switch sides, switch legs. All right, hamstring stretch. Okay, so let's go ahead and reach down our shins, down to our ankles, get down. And let's bring those knees back. Continue breathing. Slowly come back up. Okay, very good. We're going to do another balance exercise and stretch. So quad stretch. So grab right above your ankle, pull back. Very good. Both here, pull back on that quad. Pull back on that ankle. Touch that quad. And switch. All right, very good. All right, we're gonna go with the quad with the deep squat stretch. So again, just wide stance and come sit between your heels. Very good. All right, off your heels, on your toes. Try to stay upright with your torso. All right, let's drop those heels and let's come back up. We're gonna go straight into the Romberg stance, which is probably one of our easier stance. So you're just standing here, feet together. I'm actually gonna take my socks off for this one. Just tend to get a little warm, so my socks off. All right, feet together. We're just gonna stand here for about 20 seconds. Make sure they're far apart, that maybe your knees aren't touching or your thighs aren't touching. So stand there. And then try to notice if there's any abnormalities, if you're leaning to forward, to the right, left, or maybe leaning back. And now we're gonna look left to right. All right, up and down. We're gonna close our eyes. Let's close it. Let's open them. All right, now we're gonna elevate our right foot off the ground about half an inch, just slightly off the ground. So we're balancing on the left foot. So you can have it up here if you like, but as long as it's off the ground, not making contact, you're fine. Gonna switch. All right, let's get some water. Quick little bathroom break. All right. Okay. So we did the slow high knee marches already. Now we're gonna go with the standing Jane Fondas. Okay, so this is gonna be a balance and strength one. So again, lower body strengthening. So again, we're standing here and we're gonna try to separate our right leg away from our posted leg, which is our left leg. So we're gonna do this. And again, make sure your toes are pointing towards the screen, towards the camera. They're not pointing on the direction your foot's moving, so they're not pointing to the right. That turns our whole leg, so we want to make sure that toes are pointing towards the screen. We're using those glutes. And we also don't want to lean too much over to the left. We want to stay as posted as possible. And the whole time that foot is elevated, so we're not resetting at the floor. Let's do 3 more. Woo. Right, you should feel it more on that posted leg. Definitely feeling that quad burning, right? Left foot elevated and begin. Let's do 2 more. All right, very good. Okay, grab your yoga mat, unless you have a nice soft floor. I have a hardwood floor, so it's not comfortable on my arches. So we're gonna go with rocking our heels to our toes, okay? So we're just standing here, we're just rocking back and forth. So toes, heels, toes, and we're trying to get into the highest position possible. So when we get on our heels, try to elevate those toes as high as possible. Same with your heels, try to elevate those heels. Let's do about 5 more. All right. Awesome. If you did that, right now we're gonna walking the tightrope. Okay. You guys remember this one? So let's get as far back as possible in the room that you're at. We're just gonna 1 foot in front of the other. Make sure that your feet do not make contact with each other. Okay. Very slowly. Then we're gonna bring my feet together again and then start backwards. Once you reach the end, just hold on a second. We're gonna try new variations. Now we're gonna do it with our eyes closed. Okay, so again, if you feel like you're falling, of course, open your eyes, but separate your legs so your surface area is a little bit wider. Okay, so ready? Go ahead. You might notice your steps might not be right in front of each other, but as long as you're advancing forward, you're okay. It's definitely more challenging. And of course, don't run into a wall, so just be careful. Okay. Let's start backwards. Good job, Kathleen. Yeah, there's more swaying. All right, very good. All right, so let's activate our calves a little bit. Here's we're gonna do bunny hops. All right, and bunny hops is just like if we had a jump rope or just hopping. So we're just on the front of our feet, and we're just gonna bunny hop, okay? So we're gonna do that for 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, okay, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Not too bad. Okay. Next one's for balance and strengthening of the quads. So again, your quads are the 4 muscles that are on the top part of your back. Okay. So here, what we're gonna do is stand on 1 foot. Okay, we're gonna be on my left foot, and then my right foot. We're gonna go 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Just doing a little squat. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then of course you have to come across for 8 o'clock. Then 9 o'clock is way across. 10, 11, and 12. Then reset. And then let's do the other foot. 12, counterclockwise. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, way out there. 2, 1, and 12. Okay, so that's 1 full rotation for each leg. Let's do it 1 more time before we advance to the next one. Okay, ready? Again, so 1, 2, 3, And then last one. Reverse. Okay. 10. 1. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. There you go. Awesome. All righty. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do our tandem stance. So this time around, we're going to have a right foot in front of our left foot. Okay. So right foot in front of our left. We're just going to hang out here for a second. It's about 20 seconds, 25 seconds. So you guys had a good weekend. Try these protein balls. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, quick snack. I think it's granola, no, not granola, oatmeal or oats, peanut butter, honey, protein powder. I think that's it. I think, yeah, I think that's, oh, and semi-sweet chocolate chips. But pretty good. Okay, up and down. I think I could go, I don't need those chocolate chips next time. I'll check the chat a little bit. All right, left to right. Okay, looking left to right. Stay there. Okay. All right. So, yeah, if you, so let's go ahead and let's close our eyes. So I just had someone comment on the chat, you know, what happens if you have some type of injury or accident that causes issues with your balance. So definitely, you know, start off with the easier ones with the Romberg stance with your feet right next to each other. We're gonna follow through with some of these other exercises, but I would start off with the stuff that we do in the warm up. Some like the high knee march that are a little bit slower. Nothing too aggressive. When I ask you guys to close your eyes, maybe that's one that you might want to avoid. Anything that's on one foot too long, you might want to avoid that too. But yeah, you just have to start off slowly like any other injury. So, all right, let's open those eyes. Okay. All right, very good. So now we're going to transition to some chair mobility exercises. So let's go ahead and grab our chair. Do some strengthening of our chair as well. All right. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and again, just some leg stuff. So just gonna recline back a little bit and just again those high knees. Some high knees here. Let's continue doing that. Not too bad. Okay. No problem, Louis. It's Louis. All right. Here.
Julio, does it count if you watch your videos on YouTube instead of regular time?
I mean, I'm glad you're doing it. You know, if you're able to do them at a different time, but what counts as attendance is actually logging in during the time frame for active adults. Yeah, so so unfortunately, yeah, I mean, if you just can't, then definitely go for it. But yeah, it just helps keeping the class alive if you're able to log in.
So what if I logged in later, like at 10:30? Is that still good?
Yeah, so sometimes I leave the class running up until maybe like 11:50. I have one student who, so sorry to interrupt, but we're gonna elevate our leg here, just hold it, and we're gonna do some leg extensions, okay? So what I do is, I think for that individual, she has her lunch break around 11:45 from work, and that's the only time she's able to log in. So I'll leave it on until I see her, leave her email on the chat or so. But yeah, so if that's the case with on another day, or if you're just rushing, so like someone just logged in right now, there's no issue with that. So yeah. All right, left leg. All right. Okay, we're gonna go. One of my favorite ones, which is a performance stretch. So on this one, we're gonna go ahead, bring that right ankle over that left knee, and then just lean towards that right knee. Lean towards the issue for that stretch down here. And let's bring that knee to our chest. How's your shoulder, Kathleen?
I can do this now.
Okay, good.
But there's a movement that, what was it? When we're doing this is a little weak.
Okay.
So it's somewhere right here.
Look back.
Right here that hurts. There's a little pain. But it's improved.
Good. That's good. And just keep at it with the movements that irritated, maybe, just be cautious with those. So let's switch legs. Let's lean on that knee. All right, let's bring that knee up, across. All right. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is just some hip openers. Okay, so just here, wide, and so again, just do one leg at a time. And switch legs. And you can use your hands to them stretch out a little bit more. Push them out. All right. So do me a favor and find a heavy, safe object that you could place on your laps right now. So you have a stack of books or maybe a water gallon or something, you know, that could add some resistance. Go ahead and look for that. Okay, so I just got 225-pound dumbbells here. So if you have a little dog, you can grab your dog, or if it's a little baby or whatever it is, as long as we're just adding a little bit more weight. Okay. So dumbbells here. And again, I'm just resting them on my laps. And what we're gonna do is elevate your heels and down, heels up, down. I'm gonna hold for about 1 or 2 seconds before we bring them back down. For these, you want to do about 15 or 20. Remember, when something feels really light and it's not that difficult or challenging, you know, we're not going to get a lot of benefits from strength, but what we could benefit from is muscle endurance. And what muscle endurance is, it's the increasing the amount of time that it takes for that muscle to become tired. So, you know, if you feel like your calves get a little bit tired after 10 minutes of walking, maybe this movement here could help your calves to get tired until maybe 20 or 30 minutes. So that's what higher repetitions are good for. But if you're trying to maybe get a little bit stronger, maybe get your biceps a little bit bigger or your thighs a little bit bigger, then yeah, it does matter to invest into some, maybe a little bit more heavier equipment. All right, pretty good. Okay, so we did knee extensions, we did calf raises. All right, so now we're just gonna elevate our toes up towards the ceiling, then down. So up towards the ceiling, you should feel your anterior tibialis muscle, which is up front, flexing. So bring those toes to the sky and down. Toes up, down. Okay, very good. All right, let's do our ABCs. So let's elevate one ankle and let's just do the alphabet. So All right, once done that, let's switch legs. All right, very good. All right, so this is one. Next one's one that, you know, hopefully with longevity as we get older, is one that we probably do want to practice a little bit more. I've seen it help, you know, a lot of folks that break their hips as they're aging, or have some type of ankle injury. So first, what we're going to start off with is standing up without the use of our hands. Okay, so we're going to just become dependent on our legs, not so much pushing with our arms. So I want you guys to have your feet, you know, pretty nice. They're about a foot apart from my, just as wide as my hips are. And what I want to do is I want to press down with my heels to feel secure, and I'm going to push up to stand up. Okay, and then I'm going to sit back down comfortably. And so again, push with your heels into the ground, and you should feel secure with that. And then just back down. Again, I'm using both my feet right now. So let's make sure you're using both our feet. Some of you guys might feel like this is really easy. This isn't even an exercise. But, you know, sometimes as we age, you know, maybe those muscles become a little bit weaker. Maybe we do have an injury. Maybe we have a broken arm or something, and we don't, or, you know, a sprained wrist, and we can't use our hands. So we got to learn how to get off the bed, get off the chair, or even our cars. Let's do two more. All right, last one, or the next two that we're gonna do is gonna be one leg at a time. So this is definitely more challenging. And this, you know, a scenario could be with a broken leg, a sprained ankle, maybe a fractured hip. So we wanna make sure that we're able to do that. So let's start off with the right or with your dominant leg. So I know nowadays everyone's, I think out of my 18 boys on the team, I think 7 of them are left-handed. So who knows? But anyway, so let's go ahead and go with our dominant leg. So for me, it's my right. So I'm just gonna keep that left leg slightly elevated, and then push up and sit back down. Okay, so let's go for 10 of those as well. So again, same action, stab with your heel into the ground and really secure yourself so you could get up. Okay, go ahead. Good. And if you need to use your hands for a little bit of assistance, that's okay. You know, God forbid we have an injury where both our arms and one of our legs is, you know, incapable of moving. But make sure just for working, just by moving or lifting ourselves with that one right leg or your dominant leg, all that strength is going to that leg right now. Ooh, definitely some balance break. All right, let's do 2 more. All right, definitely not as easy as it looks. So, all right, so let's switch. And ready? Okay, we're going for 10 to 12 of these. 12. All right, very good. Yeah, that could be pretty tiring. All right, let's take a quick water break, bathroom break. All right, so yes, that one's not the easiest. All right, okay. All right, next ones that we're gonna do is you could grab, if you have your socks nearby, remove them from your feet. If you have a small rag, we're just gonna do some ankle strengthening or some arch strengthening. So see the sock here on my floor. Just gonna go ahead and grip it with my toes, drop it and separate. Okay, then come up, drop, separate. I want to do about 12 with each foot. Okay, grip, drop, separate. Check the chat. All right, Ella, no worries. Okay. Thanks for joining, Ella. Appreciate it. All right, so again, grab, drop, grip, drop, drop. Try to fix it again. Drop, drop, grip, drop, drop. Do about 3 more. Start. Right, very good. All right, good. Go to the left leg. Ready, okay. Thought I had it. Okay, very good. Okay, next one we're gonna do is just right here with our feet flat. We're just gonna try to bring, without gripping the floor, try to bring your toes towards your heel, okay? I know that sounds strange, but instead of doing this movement with your feet, we're trying to do this, okay? So instead of doing this, do this. If you could try to do that. Okay, ready? So let's do, let's try to focus on one foot at a time. So I know it's kind of strange to like think about to do, but try to hold for a few seconds and relax, hold, relax. And that's working on your arches. So I'm flat-footed, so I have to do these, several times throughout the week. Once you're ready, you can switch legs. All right, very good. Okay, next we're gonna do some toe walks. For toe walks, strengthening the calves. So again, we're just gonna walk around our room. First, we're gonna point our toes forward. Okay, just walk around. We're gonna spend about 25, 30 seconds on each movement. So toes forward. All right, toes in. Toes in, toes in. Toes out. All right, heel walk. All right, very good. All right, let's set up our yoga mat. We're gonna do some balance work for our upper body. We're almost done. Remember tomorrow's class. It's gonna be a good one. Before we start, I do want to stretch out our back a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna be looking down. We're gonna arch our back up, and we're gonna bring our glutes towards our heels. Okay, without moving our arms. Okay, we're just gonna hang out here. You can drop your elbows. We're just gonna hang out here for about 30 seconds. Back up. All right, without moving our knees, we're gonna shift our upper body outside of that straight line. So I'm moving to my right with my arms. Good job, lifting up, just like that. Make sure you look down, arch up again, and bring your glutes towards your heels. Should feel your left rib, left back stretching. Relax. And do the same, but now on the left side. Okay, so shift on over. Okay, arch that back, look down, and step back. relaxed. All right, very good. Okay, so now we're gonna do the quadruped balance exercise. Our back's a little bit ready. We're used to this position already. So again, make sure your wrists, your palms are right underneath your shoulders, not away from you. Right underneath. Right leg is gonna come back and straight, and then left arm forward and straight, okay? So here, hold for about 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Then we're gonna switch sides. And continue. And we're gonna do 8 on each side. And I'm looking down the entire time. So try not to look around. You don't want to hurt our neck and our spine. Make sure you're looking down. Does take a little bit longer than most movements, but it's a good one to work on your upper body balance as well. Yeah, 3 left on each side. One on each side. Good. All righty. Good job, Kathleen. All right. So this next one, it's a little trickier. Let me adjust the camera. Okay. All right, so it's gonna be our last one for today. Remember, tomorrow, come ready because tomorrow's gonna be one of our intense days. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. My right knee is, I'm on the right knee. This left leg is bent, the lunge position. So what I'm gonna do here is actually, yeah. So now my left knee, right arm is up. And I'm going to transition that, bring that through this little opening here. And as I'm transitioning, I'm looking up and my other arm comes up towards the ceiling. Okay. And then I'm going to follow it and bring it back. So I'm following my right hand on the way down. When I come through this loop, now I follow my left arm up. Okay. And follow it back up. And we're going to do 6 on each side. I'm at 3 or 6 on each leg. 4, and you want to hold for a little while, maybe like 3-4 seconds at that top position. One more. All right. Very good. Okay, once you're ready, we can switch sides. Switch legs. Okay, so again, now opposite arm. So left arm up, you follow it, transition to the right arm. And then again. 2. 4. 5. One more. And 6. Woo. All right. Good job, ladies. definitely feel a nice stretch here on the ribs. I think usually coming from the weekends, that's where I feel from my upper thighs until my torso, my trunk. This whole area here is just tight from the weekend. So I think during the week, the warm-ups do help doing that before and after the classes. But yeah, that's how we get to stay active during the weekends. But thank you again. I really do appreciate you guys. Like I said, if you guys have any requests on the videos, because I will be doing those on Mondays and Wednesdays before class. So if you guys have any suggestions, or if you guys